Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Now let's get into the study of pointing words. Okay. What are these? So first of all, let's write them down, and we've already introduced them a little bit when we talked about broken plurals, but let's quickly go through them. There's hada, okay, and hadani, haulai, okay. هذه هاتان هؤلاء ذلك. And again, these have been introduced. You probably know them because you see them in Quran a lot, and you might have noticed that when I gave you the the harf al-jar, right, all the bata, kaf, lam, waw, and then I gave you harf nasab. There's a whole video on those. Then they are used a lot in Quran, and so are these ulaika, and then we have hada and hadihi. These are, you probably will see them in almost every page in Quran. So these are very important to know, and that's why I had to have a video just for these words, right? Because they're used. It's just knowing, forget about the rules, but just knowing the grammar of it. Not grammar, just knowing the meaning of it, the vocab, you will be in very good shape. Kind of like pronouns, right? Pronouns are used a lot. We started our Arabic course by learning the world of pronouns, so it's important to know these words as well. So now, what does hada mean? Now, what are these three columns? One is we got our singular, dual, and plural. Now, this is masculine, and this is feminine. Masculine and feminine. Well, what's the difference between these? This is basically close, and this is far. Okay, so you have hada means this, and I'll write that down. Hadihi also means this. Okay, hadani means these two, and if you're talking about many things, it means these. Dhalika means that. That's far away. That's what I meant by far. This is pointing at something close. That, dhanika or thanika, they both stand for that. And ulaika means no, not that. Those two. And ulaika means those. Now, here's what you need to know about these words. Ismul, these are called, and you might have heard, again, I'm not too big on the Arabic terminology, but just for the fun of it, these are called Asma'ul Ishara. Asma'ul Ishara. Okay. So I'm going to erase these. Now, know that there's some things that you just have to know about these. These are called Asma'ul Ishara, right? These are all non-flexible. Okay, remember I talked about flexibility? It's flexibility of the words. Now, they are non-flexible, and there's partially flexible. And hada and hadihi were some of the words that I said that these are non-flexible. Because for hada, you're not gonna have hada, hadu, or hazi. They're non-flexible, except the dual. Okay, so rafa nafs al-jar of hada or dhalika or tilka or haulai and ulaika, these are all going to be the same. Those are non-flexible. But for words like hadani, okay, hadani can be hadaini as well in the state of hadaini. Okay, or same thing with hatani. Hatani can be hataini. Right? That's the, and then you have dhanika Dhanika can be Zainika. Zainika. Or Tanika can be Tainika. Okay. So know that when it comes to pointing words, all of these are non-flexible except the duals. Okay, except the duals, everything is non-flexible. So I already gave you how duals will look like when they're in the nasab and jar form, which is hadaini hadaini, or hataini hataini, or zainika zainika, or tainika tainika, right? So these are the nasab and jar. Now pointing words are called a small ishara. They are non-flexible except pairs. Okay, they are somewhat flexible. They are always proper. Always proper. And now this will lead to our study of what does it mean. Kind of like when we were doing, there are 4 things that are light. 4 things that make something light. One of them is partially flexible, and it's like, well, what does that mean? And then we said, okay, we'll go into the next video and talk about what partially flexible means. Same thing in here. I'm talking about that they are always proper. Now, what does it proper mean? This will be done when we are studying our world of type. That's pretty much coming up, right? One of the last videos in the study of ism. But they are always proper. Just know that pointing words are always proper. Okay. And then you also got to know that you can make sentences out of them as well. Okay, you can make sentences out of them. So if I say hada, kitabun, it means this is a book. But if I wanted to say this book, and not, and don't worry about the completing the sentence, but I wanted to say this book, I would say Hazal Kitab Bu. Because, with Alif Lam, you can't say Kitabun. But if I add an Alif Lam to it, it basically becomes not a sentence. Okay? All you need is an Alif Lam, and it will become this book. So Hadha Kitabun means this is a book, and we'll study that when we start doing our sentences. But hadhal kitabu means this book, dot dot dot. We haven't completed the sentence yet. So that is asmal ishara. There's another set of words that I will be introducing you in our next video, and for now just know the pointing words, and then we'll get into the world of type. Thank you.